Our heroes need a class in etiquette. Not Celeste, though. She's perfect, except for the mental illness. You're gonna need a slideshow to keep up with everyone they're meeting. Watch out for the holes in the ground in this week's episode of Mercenaries in Retrograde.
You guys go back to Celeste's room for a little bit of a sleepover. You all change into your PJs before going to her room.
Yay! I got my 40 pajamas. I also took my wings off. I'm peeled.
You're peeled. Luna's not in footy pajamas. Luna is in a big robe.
I love that.
Big fluffy robe. That's purple.
What are you in now, John? And what are you in, Celeste? Describe your PJs.
God. You know that the tank top with the spaghetti straps and then the big ass plaid pants? That's what Algernon's in. He's in a gray tank top and then some big ass black and white plaid pants.
I think Celeste has like the cute little combination of that, the kind of silky material of like a little tank top and shorts, but also with like a little robe over it, and obviously it's all in black. So she looks very cute, and probably some kind of little black bunny slippers.
She's so cute. The eyes on them are like on fire.
They're actually, I think they're like red and they're bleeding.
Yes.
And one ear is bit off of one of the rabbits. It's like, and you're like,
perfect.
Are those made? There's a question in your mind of whether or not they're made of real rabbits. They could possibly be real rabbits, but
yeah. Yeah, you see also she has the robe open, so she's wearing a big t-shirt is basically her PJ.
Yes.
Beautiful. Stunning.
Big t-shirt, small pants, and then Algernon is small shirt, big pants.
Beautiful.
All right, yeah. And you guys are kind of all just... Your bed's pretty big. Do you let them all sit on your bed?
If they want to, yeah.
I mean, if you don't want us to, I won't.
No, you can all come over here. It's fine.
That doesn't sound like it's fine.
Yeah, Simmon will take floor time happily.
We'll sleep on the floor.
No, you don't have to. It's literally, you can come over here, or I can get you things to sleep on. I can have other bed things brought in here, or you can just come sleep up here. There's many options that aren't just being on the floor.
I'm alright with the floor. If you got Danny's sleeping bags around, I will accept a sleeping bag, or I can go get my sleeping bag. Whatever floats your boat.
I don't know how I usually contact staff or whatever here, but I call or something for somebody to.
Yeah, you can do the same paper thing that your dad does.
Yeah, I write off a little note to have somebody bring in 3 little. They're not full beds, but they are nice full rolling those little cots sort of. And they're very comfy. So they're they're basically little portable beds, and I have somebody bring those in for you guys because I'm not letting you sleep on the floor. That's ridiculous. You can sleep on the floor when we're in the tiny hut. Sleep in a real bed.
Yeah, it doesn't take long for Gerard to come bring them and set them up for you all. And then they take their leave.
Thank you, Gerard.
Yippee!
Are we gonna do slumby games?
If you'd like to, we never have before in any of the times that we've all slept in the same room. But
this is like a proper slumby. We're in your room and it's a little slumber party. Celeste, have you ever had a slumby before?
Well, I've slept in the same room as you guys many times.
But have you ever had a proper slumby party before?
I will be honest, I can't say that I've had a proper zombie party before.
No, I don't think I have. But I mean, how different is it from just like everyone sleeping in the same room? That's all it is.
Well, no, slumpy parties are something else, something sacred. You gotta play your little games. You gotta stay up, chit chatting, maybe spilling some hot tea and goss, and then the snacks, and then also you all fall asleep together.
I can.
And whoever falls asleep first might get drawn on.
Oh, sounds cruel.
No, it's funny.
Oh, okay.
Pillow
I
fight.
can get it if you're hungry. I can get us snacks or I don't know. I suppose yes. What are the games that you like to play?
Well, there's truth or dare. There's
There, I know Never Have I Ever is in there.
there's what's the other one? What's the other one that we always did?
Oh, it's the one. Oh god, what's it called?
Paranoia.
Paranoia.
There's Paranoia.
I Lark don't even know that one.
That one is the one where like you whisper a question in somebody's ear and then out loud they say the answer. And it's usually
And the
a
answer is
person's
like
name.
a person.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, who would you most like to lick peanut butter off of? And then the person will say their answer out loud, and then you flip a coin. And if it's one side, they'll never know what the question was. And if it's the other side, you have to say the question out loud.
That's the worst thing I've literally ever heard.
It's called Paranoia.
Why would I want to play that? That's horrible.
Yeah. Luna chimes in is like, I mean, if you got board games, we can also play board games.
We can't play board games.
Yes, I have games. And Celeste like for sure has like some deeply hell specific board games. They're like way too complicated. It's like
Monopoly.
Oh yeah, there's Hell Monopoly.
No,
And
not Hell
actually-
Monopoly. Plain Monopoly.
No.
It's
It is Hell Monopoly, and you see on the front of it, you see that it's sponsored by Charles, and you actually do see a picture of this man on the front of the board.
Why does he have his face? Is he the Monopoly man?
He is a Monopoly man in this picture of it.
I don't like this guy. I didn't like him, and then you said he's the Monopoly man.
I'll let
he
you
made
know.
himself the Monopoly man in his version of Monopoly.
Charles is the lord of the fifth circle of hell, which correlates with greed and is basically a capitalist hellscape. But yeah, that is the Monopoly.
we play Hell Monopoly for sure.
Oh yeah. And like, there's like a secret. There's also like there's an extra rule to Hell Monopoly where like you can rob the bank if you're stealthy enough, and you can like charge inflation if you really want to. Like you can like just do a bunch of like crazy batshit like make it worse for everyone else around you type of rules that nobody knows but you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I can just
I
be like,
crashed the stock
well, this is
market.
one of the rules. I didn't know. How do you not know this rule? It's not like it's not a house rule. It's a real rule.
Yeah, so it's like you can just take all the money out of the bank and crash the market. Like that's just something you can do.
You can use more money.
So needless to say, Celeste wins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think Algernon rage quits like halfway through.
Algernon.
Luna gets very into Hell Monopoly. She's like
So
making
Luna's
deals.
kind of competitive at Hell Monopoly.
Oh yeah. Like they're making deals, but not with each other. Like they're trying to beat each other so bad, and the boys are like, let me out of this. I don't want to be a part of it anymore.
Algernon starts coming up with the capitalist national anthem.
Please, I'm bored in real life. Don't make me bored in the game too.
That sucks. Give me the tax money.
Also, I will be right back.
Okay. And yeah, you guys have a fun little night. That's kind of like a break from it all, which is nice.
Say, can you see
Stop.
by the hell's early light?
Stop. I hate it. But yeah, you guys have a nice little break from the chaos that you guys have kind of been going through since you got here. So this is up for you guys. I want to do a time skip, and then you tell me if you want to zoom in on anything in particular. At this point, you guys kind of fall into a little bit of a routine. Simmon, Algernon, and Luna are being tutored by Noir, who's basically giving you a rundown of like the need-to-know information, as well as some basic dance and etiquette training. You've also had the chance to meet with the Taylor twins, who are like basically getting general vibes of what you want for your outfits, and getting your measurements taken. Simmon, you've been given the ability for during your free time to join Astaroth in the library, since you have said that you had interest in looking in there. He's also wants you just to like look over some of the documents they do have, some of the new stuff he's getting after giving the information you guys gave to him back, just because you are kind of like the information guy, so he wants you to be full of as much information as possible. Algernon, you're encouraged to join Simmon at these meetings with Astaroth because you are kind of like the Simmon translator. And you specifically have been strongly encouraged by Noir not to leave Siemens. not to leave Simmons' side. Tongue twister. Just because he seems to do better when you are near him.
Simmon can very easily be taken out of context.
Yeah. And Luna has been spending a lot of her time not just like doing the formalities and stuff, but also she's been spending time with the head chef of your house, Eliana, to try and get more immersed with Hell cuisine and more connected to the culture. Yeah, you also know that your dad, Arias, has hellhounds that look over the property sometime. They kind of are more common in the pits themselves, but there are a few that like come up and just watch the perimeter to keep any of the souls out if they try to escape. And Luna has been helping him take care of them as well.
Well, that's so sweet.
Yeah, and Celeste, since you kind of are well versed in what the ball demands of you, you have a little bit more on your plate. The plan as of right now is not only are you going to the ball as princess and inheritor of the fourth circle of the ever-burning and eternal hells, but also as a member of the adventuring party that's been working closely with the planar instability. You are not the leader of this group. There's not really a leader of this group, but for all intents and purposes, you're going to be looked at like you are the leader of this group. So your father is just meeting with you to catch you up on some of the more political things, making sure you are prepared to take on like most of the talking for your group as well, and stuff like that.
Yes.
So if you want to zoom in on any of those, let me know. We can do a little scene.
Yeah, I would like to at some point, and this might be maybe one of the, so if other people have things first, it would make more sense for this to be towards the end, like probably the last time that I meet with my dad. But I would like to let Celeste have a little bit of a conversation with him, like right before.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna have to do this.
Okay. So I do want to zoom in on the meeting with Noir and the three people who don't know about Hell, just so like you guys are all informed on that.
Okay.
So the meeting takes place in the small little room on the second floor where there's like it looks like it used to be the play area for children, and now it's more of like a relaxation second living room type of deal. Noir has set up a little projector and a screen for you all, as well as there's like a little bit of like a tiny little whiteboard that he is writing on. And he's just gonna go through all of the circle. So you see, you're all kind of like sitting. He has given you all like notepads to take notes on, and if he sees that you haven't taken any notes, you do get chastised. Well, you don't get chastised. You get quizzed, and then if you can't answer, then you get chastised.
Do we have to use his notepads?
No, you can use your own notepads,
Okay.
but she has given you notepads to use because she wants you to be paying attention.
Fantastic.
Okay, I have my notes app out.
Yeah. So like the first like PowerPoint slide you see, I should have made an actual PowerPoint for this, but oh well. The first like PowerPoint slide you see is like this like diagram of what the hells kind of look like, and so like the one at the top is the first circle, and then all the way at the bottom is the ninth circle. And they kind of gesture to this, and like you would think that the hierarchical structure would have something to do with the actual structure of hell itself, but really the only important, well, everyone's important, the lords are very important, but the most important lord is the king of hell in the ninth circle of hell. So we're going to start there. And they like kind of like gesture towards it, and like that point of the PowerPoint like zooms in to the ninth circle of hell. Yeah, so you get this picture of the king of hell as what pops up is this green demon with large deer-like antlers that are his horns. He's very put together. He has long brown hair, and Noir kind of gestures to him. He's like, this is Khan. They are the king of hell. We don't have to get through all of the details, because they will not pertain to the night. But they are kind of like our go-to ruler. They kind of put all the stuff in place with the rules and all of the kind of things that make us become one. If he's talking, you do not talk. If he is standing, you are sitting. Do not make eye contact with them. Do not be rude. If you are to talk to nobody, it should be him. All right? Do not. We all on the same page here.
Yep.
Wonderful. This is extremely important because the ninth circle of hell, as most of the plane, has the correlation with the sin pride, so they take pride very seriously. This is where the event will be taking place. This is where the castle is. Yes, Simmon.
Is he gonna want to talk to us?
He might. If he talks to you, you may talk back. You just do not initiate the conversation.
Okay. I'm gonna die.
You're not gonna die.
Just be tortured eternally in hell. Oh boy!
Maybe a little bit. And then they click their little clicker, and it switches to the eighth circle. And from here, we're not really going to have much of that hierarchical structure. I'm just going to run down from the eighth to the first. We're going to go through this quickly. If you need me to touch on these points again, that's what the rest of these lessons are for. This is just a quick rundown so that you have all of the basics. And you see on the screen there is this very prim and proper individual with a nice little tight little bun of purple hair. They have purple skin. Their eyes are like this like deep yellow, and their horns kind of match that. And the horns on top of their head are these like crescent moon shapes. And Noir gestures towards her and is like, this is Arcadius, governess of diplomacy. She is the ruler of the eighth circle of hell. You've seen pictures of the eighth circle of hell because that is where the tear is. I've been told from Astaroth. It is basically a large office building. They deal with a lot of the paperwork. It is actually where the Lord Astaroth is from himself. And it's very corporate. I doubt you guys will be going there, but you might, considering it has a tear in it. And they click the clicker again to show you the ruler from the seventh circle. She has long green hair that almost falls down to the floor, and her eyes are matching the color of her hair, this dark, deep green. Her skin is a very pale white. His horns are small and black and just barely poke out of the mountain of hair on top of his head. And she always looks a little unhappy, almost like she is a puppy that's watching other dogs get to play in a dog park, but she is still too young to be able to go to that dog park. And this ruler is Priscilla. She is the eyes from the shadow. The seventh circle correlates with envy. If you do make your way there, just be very careful. It's very cold. The term hell freezing over kind of comes from this circle. They click again. The next slide has a gaunt face with very visibly dry skin and an abundance of blue curls that frame their face. They look extremely tired, and also as though they are quite injured. They have a lot of scars throughout their entire body. Besides the large jacket that's wrapped around them, the rest of their outfit is just bandages. She has these large black horns that curl upwards, and some of their hair seems to be stuck within those twists of her horns. The sixth circle of hell, I doubt she will be going here. Bo, the ruler Bo, the endless consumption, will be there. I do not know how long they will stay. They don't like to stay for too long at these kind of events, especially not in the political circles. They like to stick by the snack table. There's a little click as you see a familiar face of Charles, the charlatan of chaos. Charles is a pink tiefling with like really long, tall, curling horns, like coiffed back, like platinum blonde hair, and like tiny little spectacles. He's wearing like a sleazy little suit. Noir is like, this is Charles. He's a little bit of a prick. Nobody likes him, but we do have to pull up with his bullshit because somebody has to rule the fifth circle, which correlates with greed. You might make your way down there since there is a tear down there. Be careful if you do go. Watch out for each other's back. It is not a very safe place, and even if you go under diplomatic immunity, it is not necessarily obliged by the citizens. It's a giant city. There's a lot of corruption, all that fun stuff. They click again. You see Arias. He has dark blue skin with kind purple eyes and two curling ram horns that are a dark brown color. In this image, he looks much younger and a lot more put together than the Arias that you have met while being in Celeste's home. Noir is like, I don't think I have to go over this one. I think we're all pretty much familiar with who this is. But for context, this is Arias. His full title is Arias, the Harbinger of Hell. This is us. There's not much more that you need to know about this plane, since we've kind of told you everything there is to know here. They do another click, and Noir flips to the next slide, and the Lord looks as though they are very excited to be here. Z has long, curly black hair that reaches about below their waist. Z has very warm brown skin and is covered head to toe in various scars. Z also has these dark red horns that shoot straight upwards out of their head, and their eyes are a very similar deep red color. You also see that Z is wearing little to no clothing. They gesture to the screen. This is the warden of the jungle, Z kind of keeps to themselves. You will probably not be going here. It is very unsafe. Even Celeste is not able to go here because it is so humid that you could drown just by breathing. There's a lot of the hell beasts that are native to that plane are kind of more of the traditional hell beasts that you think. The hellhounds come from there. It's a very interesting place, but unfortunately you probably will not be going there. The plane itself correlates with primal instinct, so when you go to the ball and you have sort of the more political talks, Zavi probably will be a good touchstone because Z knows a lot about how the plane itself works and how the creatures work, which, goes along with the creatures that are emerging from these tears. He clicks again.
The next slide shows a very put-together woman with deep green skin and small curling ram horns that match her complexion. She has very large round glasses that take up a good portion of her face. She has a very short black bob that has side bangs that kind of cover one side of her face, almost over her eye.
This is ruler of the second circle. This is Helena, herder of souls. The second circle deals a lot with our circle as well, as they both deal with the moving of souls and whatnot. A lot of the hell beasts that are more cattle-like kind of are there. They are kind of like a big farm, I guess would be the best way to describe that plane. And then they click to the last one.
And the last slide is a very familiar face, Lorelei, who you've met when you first entered Hell. They have long pink hair and pale pink skin. They have these big red horns atop their head, and their clothes leave little to the imagination.
And you've already met Lorelei, the denizen of pleasure. They kind of are in control of who comes in and out of Hell, as everyone who leaves Hell has to go through the first circle. And yeah, that is all of the people that are important and you should be careful about talking to. Any questions? Yes, Simmon.
So if they talk to how do we address them? Do we say, "My lord"? Do we bow? How do I not die when I'm talking to these people?
Well, no one's going to kill you. But their formal titles of Lord is acceptable for all of them. But if you want to be specific, the secondary titles, like for Lorelei, is Denizen of Pleasure, is good. But Lord is always the safe bet if you have forgotten.
God, thank you.
Of course. Yeah, and if you guys don't have any questions, we'll fade as they open another PowerPoint that is a little bit more in-depth and a little bit, slower. This is just the rundown of the basics as you got into it.
Lord,
Simmon kicks ass at Jeopardy.
Yeah, you actually have a Jeopardy game as, your review.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and that's your first day of learning, and you continuously go back to him, and he tells you more about specifics. You actually get dance lessons as well, and he makes you all dance with each other. Not just you and Algernon have to dance, but you and Luna have to dance as well. You all have to be able to dance with each other.
Fantastic. We know how to lead and follow.
To those two, though. So
yeah, you come to the dance ones as well. Since
she does not need to. Absolutely does not need to. But they, it's fun. It's fun, and it's also fun to watch her friends stumble through this.
Yeah, because also
I'm really good at it. Na.
Also, because it's just easier too if there's four.
Yeah, exactly. And then we have two pairs, and we can all. Yeah.
Switch swap. Yeah. And those are kind of what your etiquette and you have dining etiquette too. And like your tests are every time you go to dinner, Noir will come back to you the next day in like the classes and give you the notes that you did wrong.
Oh. Oh no.
Like he doesn't call you out in front of everyone, but you do get notes on critiques of what you could do better.
We come in and there's little pieces of paper on the desk.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah, well, it's a speed run. They have to be a little bit brutal. They leave little hearts on all of the notes, though. It's like, keep up the good work. Everyone gets stickers at the end of the day.
Yay! I do like stickers.
I'm gonna roll to see how Algernon does with these.
I'll also roll.
Yeah.
I'm like 19.
Are we just flat rolling?
Do you have an argument for it being something else?
No,
I mean, it feels like performance to me.
Performance would be a good one to roll.
Okay, if it's
performance, you say.
I got an 11.
I got a 31.
Jesus!
You are a bard.
I am a bard. And I'm also used to doing fancy shit.
I'm not.
Yeah, no, that does make sense for Algernon.
Yeah.
A lot of like the stuff that you're doing is similar to stuff like that you used to do when you would go to fancy events. And your mom didn't like train you in fancy events because she wasn't planning to take you to Celestia, but she did make sure everyone kind of knows like what fork goes where and like how to address people if they are of higher power than you, because sometimes you didn't have a lot of gods coming and going, but in case they did come, she didn't want you to, get smoked.
Oh yeah. I was also used to that from my world tour.
Yes, he was more mean about it though.
Yeah.
And Luna also got an 11. So Luna and Simmon, you guys are just like, we're poor people.
Yeah, pretty much.
There are like points where like you two make eye contact with each other, and you're like, God, we're just gonna shut up this whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when you guys are doing the dancing part too, like she's like, this is good. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare.
I'm so fucking scared. If I fail, we're gonna die. Luna, it would be one thing if I was just learning this thing and I could be bad at it, but I can't be bad at it because if I'm bad at it, then Celeste is gonna look bad and I might die.
You're not gonna die. We're not gonna die. We can make it
We're
through
not
this.
gonna die.
You're not gonna die. And Celeste knows how to lead and follow, so she'll just lead. But she'll just make both of you follow when you dance.
Exactly. Algernon and Celeste have the
Celeste, much shorter than, not much shorter, but noticeably shorter than both of you.
Yeah.
Is going to lead.
It
makes sense. It makes sense though, because I am taller than Algernon. So
no, you are.
Well,
Celeste will just lead. That's fine.
That's beautiful.
I was gonna say we have the we just look at each other and we both know that if we get paired up with either of these two, we're gonna be the ones leading.
Yeah, it's okay. And then if you and I get paired up, I'm still leading.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have to learn.
Celeste leads always. That's something you learn very quickly, just by Noir's critique. Is he does let you know that if you're dancing with Celeste, you should let her lead, because she is seen as a superior to you.
Yes, she is.
She is.
After the hell, she's a superior to me.
She knows
even out of hell. We've been new Celeste is superior to all of us.
Yeah. That's just a fact.
You heard about incompetent lesbian. Get ready for competent lesbian.
Get ready for incredibly incompetent lesbian.
Get ready for incompetent gay.
I love you guys. Yeah, is there anything else you guys want to zoom in on?
Not besides Lark's thing.
I mean, yeah, I really want to Lark's thing. Do I want to know the information? Do I need to know the information that I'm getting from the library? Is there anything that you have?
It's basically just stuff I've already given you.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. You get a little bit closer to Ashroth as well.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, that's pretty much what goes on in the library, and you see like there's a lot of like old books that like you thought weren't even in like book form anymore. Like you just know them as like, oh, like they're like really old and lost to time, but they're like here. So that's really cool for you. Yeah, some of them are bound with human flesh, you know, the usual.
I'm vibrating. I love the flash books.
Yeah.
And Algernon translates.
So weird.
Yeah. Yeah, we can zoom in right at the end. This will take place 2 days before the event is scheduled to happen. You are planning on leaving tomorrow for travel and to get set up before the event. Be there a day before. So you are with your father in his study. And yeah, you guys are kind of like coming to the close on like the like important like political stuff that he has just been going over with you.
And I think Celeste has also, like, more than usual, has been trying to, like, very much treat these as, like, business. And has been trying to kind of, like, prove herself a little bit. But she is kind of, like, gathering her stuff up and just, like, takes a minute where she gets really quiet and then goes, so, what happens if I don't know what to say, or I do something stupid, or I do it? What happens if I do it wrong?
You see, like he kind of smiles a little bit, and he does. It's not like a condescending smile. It's like it's very much like a little like, I know how you're feeling because I am there every time I go. Because your father, Arias, he is not the talker of the family. It is definitely his husband. And so he smiles a little bit and he's like, my dear, I think I have that fear every time I go as well. You have a wonderful heart and a brilliant mind. I'm sure you will say the right thing. And there's no doubt in my mind that you can do it. I need you to believe in yourself.
I want everything to go okay, and I don't want anything bad to happen. But everything bad is happening, and I don't know, I'm supposed to be good at this. I don't know. I don't know anything.
You see he reaches forward to take your hand. Do you give him your hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, he puts your hand in his, and his hands are huge compared to yours. And he just like takes your hand, and it's this like warmth that you're very familiar with your dad. But specifically, like you feel as he takes your hand that connection, the special connection you have with your father as a cleric of him. You feel that grow a little bit stronger between the two of you in this moment. As he just holds your hand, he's like, I know how you feel. A lot of things are happening right now, and it feels like we can't do anything to help it. But we have a voice, and we are working towards it, and we cannot do this alone, but we can do this with everyone else. You may be the mental head of this group and the spokesperson. But when you turn around, they're still there behind you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still there with you. I'm always there.
Thank you. I think she starts to cry. Just like
he just takes you into this like big warm hug.
I just want to be good at everything all the time.
I know, dear, I know. And you are. You're so good.
She just like cries for a minute. She's very overwhelmed.
Yeah, he just like runs his hands through your hair like he used to do when you were younger.
Aww.
He like even shifts so that like if it's all right with you, he like puts you in his lap like you did
Aww.
like you were a kid, just to help regulate you.
Oh my god. You know when everyone's like, yeah, you get to the age where you're too big to sit in your parents' lap anymore. It's not the case.
You're never too big. He's a large man.
He's massive. Yeah, I just cry for a little bit, and And she like tries to like collect herself and is, you know, do you think? I don't know. I mean, this feels like the first big thing I've ever been in charge of. You know, like there's no more practice runs left, and I've had a lot of practice, but it's different when it's not practice anymore. And I know that, you know, most of them, they know me and they're not, you know, going to get mad at me if I do something wrong, but I want them to know that I'm good at this and that I will be good at this when it's my turn to be the one in charge. I don't want them to think I don't belong here.
I don't think anyone thinks you don't belong here, dear.
I know. They could if I screw it up. Have you ever thought of that?
I haven't thought of. I haven't. I haven't thought about you screwing everything up because I don't think you will.
Well, I think about it all the time.
I'm sure you do.
About.
It's all I think about. All I think about is, oh, I'm gonna walk into a meeting tomorrow and my zipper's gonna be down. I made a fool of myself. And how can I be the Harbinger of Hell when my zipper's down?
You can't have that.
Nobody's gonna think I'm big and terrifying if my zipper's down.
You're not big and terrifying.
He puts a hand on his chest, like all offended. You take that back.
I won't.
Oh, please.
I'm sorry. You're big and terrifying, whatever.
Scary.
And annoying.
He has like a big belly laugh at that. Kind of shakes you a little bit because you're still in his lap. and he lets the laugh fade. And he kind of like shifts you back into your chair, so you're no longer in his lap.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of like kneels down beside you, and like places his hands on your shoulder, and he's like, I don't think there is any great leader out there that is 100% confident in everything they are doing all of the time. It's okay and normal to feel like you're not enough. But look at all of the people around you who think you are. And that's what helps me stay, out of my own head.
Okay. I'll try.
I know it's a lot.
Yeah.
But you won't be alone.
Oh, I'm aware. I have to keep these assholes from screwing everything up.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be fine. Simmon looks like he's about to shit himself a little bit, so I don't think he'll say anything.
He's never like this. He's always the first one to say some stupid shit. And I love that. I love that about him. It's wonderful. But he looks terrified every time he has to say something. Like at dinner.
I feel a little bad. Like, is it something I'm doing?
No, it's kind of funny.
You are my daughter.
No, he'll be fine. They'll all be fine. Okay, I guess I should go find them.
Yeah, and he gives you like a little kiss on your forehead. And you guys meet up every once in a while, just like on the balcony to like overlook Hell. And you guys are kind of going there as a last little like debrief together as a group before, you start packing and all of that. You are all kind of just like standing there. You're having like a little bit of a conversation. And you start to feel like this like tension slowly start to build. Would you all like to make insight or arcana checks?
I don't want any
God.
holes. No holes! Don't put a hole in me. I'm good at arcana. That's going to be a dirty 20.
16
for Arcana.
15 insight.
15?
Dice fucked me, yeah.
That's not bad at all. What are you talking about?
It feels bad.
Well,
I have a +8 to insight, so that was
okay.
a 7.
I see.
And I'm pissed about it.
With the 15 on insight, you are feeling this like building of this like pressure and this tension, and you can like feel it in your like shoulders. Is like
a physical pressure or like an emotion?
Like a physical pressure that you are with the 15, you're able to get something's about to happen, but you're not able to clock what is happening. With the 20 and with the 16, Algernon, you're able to kind of get the same read as Celeste, but you are able to actually pinpoint that the pressure is from immense amounts of hellish energy rising in the area. And Simmon, with the 20 and with the fact that you have been keeping up with Astaroth and have been up on the notes, this feels like a rip is about to happen.
Hole! There's a hole! Hole! And I'm like dragging us. We're all on a balcony. Inside.
Yeah, and as you are like, fuck, there's gonna be a hole, you hear this tearing noise. It sounds like fabric just being like ripped. And as Simmon is like starting to like push you guys inside, you see like down the way, like not exactly on the like where the house is, it's like down the way and to the side over where the cliff overlooks the pit, you see this like crack starting to form in the plane itself. What do you all do?